talk about your ability to keep secrets, not that great. Hey, here's a secret for you. Leo and Rose are actually dancing behind Blade on this Claude, and I think you noticed something interesting here.
Yeah, something very interesting. I mean, take a look at the emblems, but first take a look at the tickets, guys, because legend tickets, now they're the only ones left. 30K IDR, which is equivalent to what? 1.5 USD. Very, very cheap. Go ahead and buy your tickets now. But let's take a look at Susujin's decision, choice actually, to go for Quantum Charge on the Martis. We've seen Brave Smite usually on Martis and Quantum Charge on Fredrin. But look at Zyda. He has the Brave Smite on this Fredrin. There's already an engage early on. Susujin zoning them away with the Mortal Coil. Zyda and Yaoi forced back.
Okay, in paper, it does make so much sense here that Susujin would pick up something like a Quantum Charge. By the way, check out the predictions here. 92% Echo. 8% for Evos Icon, and they're going to be holding on to that. Again, going back to the Quantum Charge there, but hold that thought. Zyda.
Zyda brought back Decimation in range of the turret. First blood for Evo's Icon, and Susujin is online.
Oh, that's exactly what we were talking about there. A first kill onto the Martis, 4-man rotation onto Outplayed, and Evo's Icon have ticked their conditions already. They're already pressuring this Claude.
Oh man, Outplayed zone away, and that's going to be a Tyrant's Revenge over to Susujin, but Mortal Coil comes down. Decimation not just there yet, but he doesn't even need it. Ivan smacks him with the power of nature. Zyda finally respawning back, goes into the top side instead of going to the turtle to look for a trade, because he knows that Susujin will just clear too fast. He will get there fast enough. And now, look at what he's doing. He's pressuring Zyda out. Meanwhile, down below, this winning matchup for Sanford.
Oh, look at this.
Veldor's winning.
Oh, he is winning. Oh, final slash. Sanford going to be able to get away, but all across the map, Evos Icon have just taken their early... What? Oh! A flicker! Veldora, the Explorer, finds it again! He was a menace with this Arlot, a menace in the XP lane during the challenge season, and he's doing it again. Nyam, 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 nyam. Delicioso.
He just solo killed a world champion, Sanford. One of the best XP laners in the world, and now with the help of Christ, Sanji's next. It's another part of the San duo. Able to survive, but now Sanford comes down with a penalty zone for redemption. He says, no, not anymore.
Evos Icon starting it off hot. Echo finally able to get a kill.
More resources to play with, and take a look at the XP diff. Zyda 1 level below of the Martis. Even if they're equal, it's already hard for the Fredrin. Now that Susujin has this much pressure on the map, look what they're doing. They're taking everything from Zyda's jungle.
Gone, just like that. Evos Icon, again, Veldora finding Sanford. No kills just yet. Yaoi might get caught out, but he jumps across.
Penalty zone comes down for Sanford. Now Veldora is actually going to be baited in the RWM, stolen away from Kreitz. And Sanji picks up the kill. Now it's going to be the mid lane turret taken actually to half HP and a lot of gold over to Doma and Kreitz.
Yeah, we're talking about the gold lead here. It looks minimal. But considering the lineup that Evos Icon has, how fast they can snowball, the power spikes that they will hit. One item early on for Beatrix has snowballed. The Martis is already there. Krite on a Valentina. They've hit and ticked their early game conditions. Now, though, they have to be careful not to get caught out. Because the reason why that they lost Veldora there was he was a little bit too excited to get something. And now Echo can bank on that. There is a possibility that they can punish Evos Icon for being a little bit too overzealous.
I think Evos Icon need to stay patient with the lead they've already gotten. They have a lot more neutral objectives to secure, and this is it. It spawned in the second one of the game. So far, Zyda's doing a good job, but Susujin has a level lead. This contest, what do you think about it?
Two beefy boys. I think Evos Icon have a good contest possibility, but Echo have a good position to secure it for themselves. Krite has a real world.
Oh, beautiful revenge and the rage, but it doesn't connect onto a wall. Krite still able to escape from there, but look at the damage coming from Sanford. Dishing out to Susujin, but Decimation comes down. A good RWM. The zone Susujin away, and it's not just a zoning ult, it's a killing one as Zyda picks up the turtle, and Echo are finally back in the game. But wait a minute, Veldora now trying to save the purple buff, but Zyda picks it up with the Appraiser's Wrath.
Just like that! But in the bottom lane, Doma gets the last laugh as he got a kill onto Outplayed and the turret to boot. Just when we thought Echo found a great opportunity to just crawl back into the gold deficit, Doma with the last laugh. What the heck?
Another big pick, another quite insane solo kill, and Ivan just gets down with a wild charge.
Of the Evos icon we expected to see coming from the challenge season and how they played during that leg of the SBS. But now Yaoi.
Oh god, what's that damage for the Menace Rage and the Decimation? Cry! He steals away to Wardavium, gets the shielding, and he gets down Doma! Nibiru's passion gunning Zyda down! Sutsujin picks up the Decimation now, he will fall. Sanji picks up the kill, but it's only 1-4-2.
Pride with a 1 for an eye and 1 A from falling. Echo could have traded that equally, but he gets away. Veldora, though, and the rest of Evos holding on to this mid. Echo, they are slowly coming back into this. So still roughly around a 2K gold lead, but they're chipping away at that. And little by little, we're seeing, again, the counter-engage potential coming in.
Echo have tried their best through neutral objective takes, through random skirmishes in the map, to create some sort of chaos to destroy the Evos icon systematic gameplay that they have with Sutsujin. But so far, it hasn't cracked. Turtle, very low. Sutsujin has the Mortal Coil, 1 level lead here. See, as that's going to be Doma engage onto the back. It's going to be the Retribution coming from Sutsujin. Meanwhile, Stanford still jumping on. Doma getting everything thrown at him, but the final slash brings them back into the CC. The Timer's Rage able to get a few members, but a double kill now is picked up with another one. This should be the 3rd kill over to Sutsujin as he picks up a triple.
This has been a day of Marta's play, 7-1 already for Sutsujin. The question was posed, but Sanji gets a last laugh there, getting the purple buff, securing it for Echo. But again, the question was posed, can Sutsujin be the guy for Evos Icon? And it is undeniable. Right now, he is the guy for this game number 2.
He's him at this point. He is him. No Mortal Coil though, this might be a punish. Real World of Inflation popped in by Krite, Sutsujin, no Mortal Coil.
Oh.
I think it's a caster curse. You know what? We should probably stop calling or complimenting players. It always happens at this point.
When we like drafts, it doesn't go right. Oh no!
You didn't say anything about Zyda, right?
I didn't say anything about Zyda. That was just Zyda walking into the shop. He's like, I'm gonna check this right quick and then go down.
And even Ivan, all right, same thing here, but the final slash brings Yaoi back under the turret. Not enough to kill him. Both Evos Icon and Echo, few of their members just walking up a bit too far and paying the price for it.
Okay, I get why Zyda checked that shrub. It was his 5-0-2.
And Echo, this is the point where they can actually start and build up a comeback, right?
Yeah.
Evos Icon, sure. You still have a lot of gold. They have a resource advantage. Yaoi with a brilliant revenge and the rage. Ivan with a flickering wild charge, but unfortunately it did not connect to anyone. Doma, Nibiru's passion, able to dodge away from the top. Zyda brought back to the team. Doma! Sanford! Caught in the penalty zone from Stanford as Yaoi finds another revenge on the back, and now a flicker under the turret. Doma will be slain. It's a 1-for-1 trade there, but overall it's a 4-for-1 for Echo.
I don't know how to explain this game. Everything that went on around the middle of the map, outplayed, has just been farming and pushing Yaoi!
Another revenge and the rage connects, but what? What is going on, Icon? They were able to find a kill back. XP traded in for Roamer. Sutsujin falls as well as he chases a bit too far. Doma's still alive. RWM able to connect onto Sanji, catching him in a mobility field, but Zyda is still taking back what he was technically owed because Sutsujin has been stealing it away from him. The orange buff here going to be threatened, but I don't know. I think that might have actually been worse for Echo because they had the Lord to play with.
Yeah, but Echo was still finding pushes. Somehow they were able to break down the mid. The inner turret and the bottom goes down. I think they might be able to get the top side, but it doesn't look like it. What the heck is going on? These two teams are putting...
They are already a composition that can force a lot of these dives to peel for Doma.
There is the Malefic Roar already picked up by Outplayed. Sanji gets a Holy Crystal. You mentioned Doma. He got to open up the open-ended start and stomp to now even playing field, and Echo in the lead, rushing this Lord.
Oh, it's going to be a quick one here, and look at that damage from Outplayed, that MILF. Oh! Look at the damage from Krite. Ivan now opening up the map with a concealed play. Stanford caught all alone. No penalty zone. Go in. Krite forced to use the DPZ defensive penalty zone to get out of the real world of inflation. 2 big resources used up already. Sutsujin still hovering over the Lord. 50% charged in. Sutsujin with a Mortal Coil dodging away from the Tyrant's Revenge right now. That's coming down the penalty zone. Comes in on everyone. Doma still able to dash out right now. Is that Stanford in the back? But what a nature from Doma is able to just soak in all that damage. The burn coming down Doma still alive! Cried, flickers out the safety. Sanji's looking for one more hit. Real world manipulation bot there, but outplayed! Now the blazing duet to the back finds Krite and Echo have gone 2 for 2.
Outplayed, is he going to continue with? He dodges it. Veldora, no. Echo still 2 for 2 indeed. What a trade, what a sequence, no one giving up. Doma again with a sliver of health surviving. The burn damage from Sanji, not enough. And yeah, we talked about the Wind of Nature, and the Wind of Nature helped as we look at the instant replay here. Final slash, beautiful setup there, but Sanford with a penalty zone. But Outplayed and Sanji, understandably, had to delay their damaging, had to delay them casting spells, dealing out basic attacks because they were in such a hot position to get counter-punished by Evos Icon. So it could have been a massive win there for Echo after countering Evos Icon's initiation. This turned out into something even.
Well, now it's still beneficial.
Yaoi!
Yaoi again finds the revenge and the rage, taking Ivan and Veldora down. Jin able to escape with a mortal coil, and they will have to concede this Lord here. Sanford, though, he's waiting in case Evos Icon still trying to look for a desperate Lord steal.
Philippines and Indonesia, these two countries just suddenly got a spike in sales of oxygen tanks. These two teams are leaving all of us breathless right now. Not a single moment to try and recover. But just as I say that, here comes the creeping storm of Echo as the Lord marches up top. They have all 5 members. Sanji still deathless. Veldora just coming back. I never would have thought we'd reach this point in this game with how it started. But somehow, never underestimate what champion says Echo. They are holding on and they are now in the control.
Yaoi finds Ivan, revenge rage. Now Ivan locked down, but a wild charge. So able to connect, outplayed. 1 HP. Yaoi brought back to the team with the real world manipulation, not in range. Evos Icon had baited out 2 massive ultimates, make it 3 with Zaida. Lord crashing down, but it should still be cleared out by Evos Icon.
And here comes Echo. Still, I don't think they're going to be committing anymore as Evos Icon able to hold on, baiting out those key abilities by Echo. But of course, again, Sanji with a real-world manipulation meant that Evos Icon couldn't continue all the damage they were dishing out there around the middle of the map after an initiation by Yaoi. Because Evos Icon was starting to feel it. They knew they still had to defend. There was still a Lord. So, after all of that, Echo are still in the lead. The damage Sanji has dealt here is the only one past 100,000. Next up is Doma at around 78k.
I didn't expect him to be able to walk out of the rage, but he popped into Wild Charge just in time with Mortal Coil to cancel out that Tyrant's Revenge that was charged up by Yaoi. These turrets are so low. A few shots, maybe even 1 shot away. Unfortunately for Evos Icon, but I don't think they won't be able to defend this. Just 1 hit with the mini waves coming down, so Jin's tanking it up. Zaida's walking up, and that is a final slash that brings them back. Doma now caught in the penalty zone, still able to get the PO. Sanji flickers forward. Doma gets out still with a flicker as well, respecting it. Real world manipulation comes down from Krite, taking Sanji low. My goodness, this game.
What a game. Always by a hair. Always with just a sliver remaining. What a performance by Evos Icon and Echo in this game number 2. We're just early on in the group stage. It's only day 1. And this is the quality of action that we're getting. This is Snap
Challenge Finals up against Echo. Defending world champions technically still.
Yeah, defending world champs, an invited team. One team that has crawled and clawed, making it to this point in Jakarta for the Challenge Finals group stage. And Echo here, though, they are showing us why they have been invited, why they are still a championship team from the Philippines. This Lord could be the last one, but honestly, part of me doesn't want it to be the last. Kind of want to see them fight a little bit more, but let's see what transpires.
Oh, good barrier there from Ivan to cancel it out. Yaoi finds a revenge. Oh, good cancel with the final slash, and the mortal coil comes down. Yaoi misses Doma with an revenge, and he guns him down. The decimation comes through. So Jin in the midst of it all. Now with the immortality pop, he finds the winner. He pops it. Penalty zone onto the back right now. Doma still able to cut away. Doesn't have. Oh, he does with the Wind of Nature and the peel in the back. Krite finds the shutdown. The one and only death of Sanji. Doma guns Zaida down. Outplayed is left all alone.
One man going back into it. That is a Lord for Evos Icon.
Wait a minute. Okay, there he goes. Still My goodness, how did Evo's Icon win?
21 minutes and counting.
Oh.
And I see some...
Evo's Icon, how do they tackle this push, Reptar?
They gotta manage the minion waves well. They can't... Oh, Yowie, what?
Beautiful play now, catching Veldora, flicker out. No re-engage from Echo. Evo's
Just
Icon
yet.
also trying their best to fish it out, just trying to reel out a few more resources. I think they're waiting for that real world manipulation. That's what they need to really end the game.
Okay, another Tyrant's Revenge being loaded up by Yowie. There goes Stanford.
With a wall charge as well, gun down now, very low. The decimation follows him all the way straight. Now the Mortar Coil. Veldora loses his life. No, he has his immortality. Not gonna be able to sell his item just yet right now. The real world motivation comes out from Krite. Outplayed already with the Wind of Nature. And the Blazing Duet. Bottom side base from it taken down. Evo's Icon now looking for more.
Grip onto your hands, wherever you're holding on to, a little bit tighter and a little bit longer, because it's not over yet. So many resources burned out by both of these two teams. No real world yet for Sanji, and ultimate up for Krite and available for him if he wants to. Sanji going in, out, forward, really deeply, out of the base. But it is a reset. It's not over yet. And we're seeing here the effect of the multiple, 2, 3 to be exact, on the side of Evos Icon. Radiant split push, but now they're moving down towards the Lord. 4, 5 looming around the river for Evos Icon, as Echo have to send Sanford back for a minion wave clear. As Zyda watches the Lord and Suchijin, a one-on-one stare down for this potential last Lord. The third one, make that the fourth one of this game. Echo nearby as well. Story can continue to tell itself, but who can get the last laugh? They're just staring down and dancing. The cha-cha.
It's a stare down, right? I mean, for both of these teams, there's so much on the line, and honestly, if the setup isn't right, there's no real reason to go for this risk.
Exactly.
Whoever takes it, though, big curveball. Echo and Evos needs to be ready for anything. Ivan opening it up with the power of nature. Sanford dishing out some damage. Mid-wave going to be cleared out here by Ivan, it seems like, but he's just opening up that bush. Krite walking forward, giving some poke, trying to bait out some resources. Meanwhile, up top, look at the wave. Building for Echo. Good for Echo.
That's a big one. But look at the positioning as well of Veldora. Sanford, who's going to start the damage wall on the other side. Echo can still hold on. Yowie with the conceal. Yowie to the back. Can Yowie find the opening? Can Yowie find the play?
Beautiful chase. Oh, he misses on Ivan. Ivan with the power of nature or the used up. Yowie getting chunked low. Sanford back to full HP with the regen and the lifesteal. Ivan now to half. Sanford down to the penalty zone to the back now. Retribution Zyda, the prodigy with the nature from Doma, able to cut away. Sanford jumps in and Doma takes him down with him. Meanwhile, in the back, it's still an all-out brawl. With the Truncheon being bought by Krite right now as he jumps in, flickers out of the Tyrant's Revenge with the rage. With the flicker from Yowie, takes him out. Sanji now dealing the damage as Suchijin walks forward. One more shot, but Sanji flickers out again. A few immortalities gone. Echo, it seems like they'll equalize.
The minions are here. They're at the base. Can Ivan clear? Because Echo are on the way to forcing the game. Number 3, the minions have finished the